Orr House has welcomed diners for 50 years. The brick building standing tall on Merchants Row has held this spot in history much longer than that. Casey Anderson bought the prized Portsmouth landmark.
Yes, I am fifth generation Portsmouth, very proud of it. We go back now about 115 years in this city.
With his fiancée Hallie at his side as general manager, they want to honor the Seacoast heritage and his own ancestry. He has deep Portsmouth restaurant roots. Casey's grandfather shares a photo.
You know, just up the street, at Leary's Cafe that they had in the 50s.
That's so weird.
And later on, they moved around and opened a Shamrock on Market Street.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really cool.
The Orr House story starts centuries ago when the waterfront lapped the front doors and ships pulled right up to unload cargo, grain, and molasses where the Orr House now stands. When fire leveled the wooden warehouses in 1802, they were rebuilt brick by brick.
So imagine it's the day after Christmas. Thomas Jefferson is the President of the United States. Portsmouth, New Hampshire is the busiest port north of New York City. And it has just burned down.
Longtime waiter John Donnelly also loves serving up a generous helping of historic tidbits at what's become known as a museum restaurant.
So the city fathers contacted the federal government and pleaded for money, which they got in the first version of a FEMA grant, and they immediately started rebuilding these warehouses along the waterfront using recycled ship's parts. They used beams. They used ballast bricks, which are usually in the hold of empty ships if they're leaving port without anything in the ship's hold to keep it stable in the water. When they were built, they were the tallest buildings in the United States, and they have lasted for over 220 years and survived not one, but two more fires that completely burned Portsmouth down.
So when I look up, I'm looking at beams from...
You're looking at beams that would have been in the hulls of ships. And finally, Jean, our pièce de résistance, the grotto.
That's
a fresh spring-filled well. It is incredible. And when they were putting in the heavier foundation stones for this particular building, they realized they had access to the spring, which runs underneath Market Street. They could tap into the spring. That's fresh, icy cold, drinkable water.
Treasures all around, from models of clipper ships to framed works from the Don Gorvet Gallery upstairs.
I wanted to exclusively have their art because I think it is exactly what the Orr House is. It shows old Portsmouth, but it does so in a very classy and classical way. The more we dig into it, it's almost like the more we find out about it.
From the Orr House, he can see the naval shipyard where his grandfather was stationed. He's heard the story of meeting his grandmother while she was waitressing downtown.
Just knowing that, you know, generations before me were here, at some point you start to believe that it is in your blood to kind of do this and grow from this. And, you know, hopefully 5 generations from now, you guys will be interviewing my great-great-grandson saying the same thing in the same room. That would be wonderful.
The menu also offers a taste of Orr House past.
Like, it has been family-ish, you know, in the restaurant community especially, and then here, you know, being here for so long, I've seen a lot of people.
Chef Rob continues the tradition, baking the Orr House delight on the menu for 50 years.
Scallop, strip, and haddock, very simple. That is the Newburgh sauce. And it's a cream sherry. And it's just traditional breadcrumbs. I think a lot of people like them in New England. Another one of our big dishes is the baked stuffed lobster.
Oh, Bear, look at it.
All the Seacoast favorites make a perfect Portsmouth family meal.
These right here are our scallops wrapped in bacon, maple Dijon sauce. These are our crispy ribs with a duck seasoning, which is like a Middle Eastern seasoning, in our house rub. Squid and couscous with halibut and a creme fraiche New York strip steak with a homemade garlic butter topping. Here we have a steamed lobster, and there we have our baked stuffed lobster with our seafood stuffing. With some seared shrimp and scallops on top.
And don't forget the family coleslaw.
This is my Nana Gale's coleslaw, which we serve with many of our dishes here at the Orr House. Perfect. This. Cut the lobster. We don't cut the lobster.
And when the summer sun smiles on the waterfront, the deck comes to life. People come to eat, sip, and snap pictures with Tugboat Alley as the perfect Piscataqua River backdrop. The Bloody Mary, a favorite.
Made in-house with clamato juice, herbs, horseradish, and finished with Absolute Pepper vodka.
Ooh, this looks good.
Thank you, Elton. Yes, absolutely.
People love this Bloody Mary and a great spot on the deck.
Absolutely. Everyone comes from near and far to enjoy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the Orr House, celebrating 50 years and many, many more.